Welcome back. You are still watching the conversation coming to you from TV360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is still Nelson Ekujumi, and I still have with me in the studio Comrade Alhaji Razak Kolade Olokoba, popularly called Akio. Comrade Olokoba, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are going to look at the economic realities facing the Nigerian people today. And it is the fact that as a result of the economic re-engineering by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, we have seen things, it's like things are beginning to take shape. Just recently, I was reading in some of the newspapers about the fall in the price of goods and services, of which we have discussed it in some other editions of this program, that prices are beginning to fall. Those artificial blockade that made things very terrible
has been dismantled.
It's been gradually dismantled. And if you look at the indices coming from the economic indices, the results from there, you can be rest assured that as the days go by, even though we are not where we want to be.
So when Sanwo-Olu started this food opt-in,
25%
people don't know how it's going to spiral into the market and compel them to bring down their prices, because there are other states who also follow the model. Then when the federal government also started releasing grain into the market, so all these minor things becomes major and cushion the effect. See, what the appeal for Nigeria is that we should not, if your car cannot run beyond 100 kilometers, don't aspire to make it run more than that. The capacity of the government today, we should not push them to run beyond their capacity. That is the demand we place before previous government. And they go are borrowing and say the mess we find ourselves today. The price we will pay to get out of this, we must be willing to pay it. I am not your senator, I am an analyst. Analysts must learn to tell the bitter truth, and the bitter truth is that we have to go at this pace. We have to go at this pace. If there's no result now, we will be bothered.
Yes.
Economic improvement now, nobody will pretend that it's not seeing it. Because if it's not working, there will be noise.
Yes.
It's not as fast as we may wish, but it's moving.
It's moving.
And price of petrol, which contributes majorly to what we are talking about, is fluctuating.
It's fluctuating,
It might go, it will come down. That's what the pattern will maintain until finally go down.
Quickly, you talked about this price of petroleum products. I think I will use this medium to appeal to the authorities that a lot of Nigerians, as we speak, are not yet in sync with the reality of the economic re-engineering that has taken place in the oil industry. A lot of persons still assume that the federal government is the one fixing the prices of it. It's not.
It's not so.
It is determined by market forces.
Yes.
The forces of demand and supply, as well as the international price of crude oil. Because petroleum product is a byproduct of the crude oil when it is refined. So we need to escalate this information. A lot of our people are still ignorant. Some persons even come out and say, I was listening to a radio program some time ago, just about 2 days ago, while I was in Ibadan. And somebody was saying, under former President Buhari, a naira to a dollar was about 700 naira to $1. But now, it is 1,005. No, the circumstances are when a dollar was 700 naira to 1 naira, 700 naira to a dollar, was because the federal government was subsidizing it. How was the federal government subsidizing it? There was a two markets, the official market and the black market. The amount you get it at the official market was such that people who are close to government, or even people in government, will take money that Nigeria has made from the sale of crude oil, dollars, pounds, and give it to some persons to go and sell at the black market. So you can return it. So you can see that system was one that encouraged corruption to the highest level. People became millionaires without lifting a pin.
It has collapsed now.
But now it is no longer the case.
Now, and to now have control of the price of our product will take time, like I say. It's the market force. We may look at, okay, how can the market forces begin to be in favor of Nigeria.
Of the masses.
One of the first things is that, like I did tariff for a Trump now, if you begin to look inward, our pressure on foreign currency will reduce.
Will reduce.
So the prices of things we buy from abroad to come and be selling in Nigeria will not be there again. If there's a local, we have to encourage for local content.
Yes.
That's one of the, and that's the direction Nigeria may not want to be looking at. We have to look at that direction.
Absolutely.
Another thing is also the governors now. The governors of each state must learn. You see, I pity states like Lagos, Kano, Rivers, even Ogun, that have teeming population that their citizens are not no-go area. You have to be proactive. If you are not proactive, you'll be in crisis. So for Lagos, Lagos is always proactive because the kind of citizens you are informed citizens. So you can't wait for them to be asking. But if you look at states like the other states that don't have much challenge like Kwara,
yes,
they are not complementing what the president is doing. In fact, they create more crisis. If you look at needless crisis in Kano now, even the issue.
Let us even leave the political issue because we are talking economy now. On this program, the conversation, we have talked extensively on the complementary role that the states, subnationals, and the local government have to play. For example, the federal government has
affect. For instance, in Kwara,
I agree with you.
For agric to grow,
yes,
Parliament took part in distributing tractors to state farmers through their senators. As we and I speak, the tractors distributed by senators, governors prevented farmers from taking it.
Why?
Because it's for political reason. That's why the policy of Mr. President is being sabotage by some governors. And this is a governors forum, chairman of governors forum. So, and those are the kind of example we see. You might not have in mind, but the effect will bounce back on Mr. President.
Well, Comrade Dolokoba,
the president must talk to all his governors. It must be on the same page.
Comrade Dolokoba, this information you have given us is something we have also volunteered or promised that will go out and, verify. Because a lot of, for example, I was reading the papers yesterday where it was said that some governors are blocking local government chairmen from opening account to be able to access their funds directly. And I was wondering, how can governors block local government from accessing, from opening their accounts?
Are not happy about
No, they won't be happy about it because the local government funds were free funds for them to play with. But if the Supreme Court judgment has become law, that local government funds must go directly to local government. So how can a governor now stop me, a local government chairman, from asking?
No, the CBN. For CBN to open account for
local
government, there's a tool, financial tool that the state must generate to give. So that's what they are using.
Okay, so the states are withholding that
and
tool.
they create bureaucracy around it. They don't want to release it. So
and
that
then I think if that be the case, then if we have a situation like that, that state local government administrations will not be getting their their funds.
And that's what those governors
want.
They want to sabotage.
So what we are saying here is that
freedom the local government have. And those are the kind of complications we have emphasized that this thing to get form from federal government. So there will be more contradiction that follow. But since the court has spoken, the president must, as a matter of emergency, pay attention to his governors.
But the president,
like I've said now,
the president can only advise.
He
cannot make it.
But this one is law.
No, even if
the local government must be.
No, Comrade Lokoba, even if it is law, don't forget that under the constitution, the governors and their deputy, they are immune from criminal.
No, to generate document for local government to open.
No, it is to.
It's criminal if they don't do that.
No, even if it is criminal. So long as he's still a governor, he has immunity.
And they can, which is the point I am making, that president must pay attention. They are in the sabotaging all the effort he's making. That's the point I'm making, and I gave examples.
But I agree with you because the president.
They need to be on the same page.
The president controls one arm of government. The governors control 36. So whatever the president is doing, if the 36 state governors are not on the same page, it's like, pouring water into a basket.
We need more information. Before, this kind of information we won't know. That
yes,
is the governors
Yes.
Other government will keep quiet.
Yes.
We need more of those information that we know who to hold responsible.
Yes.
For instance, the tractors distribution now, when we didn't say our own in Kwara, they said, no, we have given your senator, go and ask him. And he had to say that I can't distribute it. The governor is preventing me from giving it to the people who use it. So we need more.
We need to investigate this and, you know, bring it into the public space.
Are you trusting that some governors cannot do it?
No, I'm not. But you know, we are agreed that the media, the role of the media is to disseminate information based on facts.
Yeah, this is a fact.
Yes, you have said it. It is for us now to go and verify.
For instance, that of local government.
Yes,
it's a fact.
No, you know, that fact, as we speak, is known to maybe you and some other persons. Some other persons might not be in the know. But when we bring out this fact to the public domain, it becomes a public document, so that you will not say, it is only Comrade Olokoba that is aware of this. This thing is in the public space.
Association of Farmers.
Yes.
So
we need to.
Association of Farmers in Kwara was the one who sent this.
I think on the next, in another episode of this program, we are going to bring Farmers Association to come and tell us how they are assessing the inputs, the tools, the implements that have been given to the states by the federal, because the issue of food
self-sufficiency,
the issue of food self-sufficiency is critical.
Very critical, very important
to national security.
Very important.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we want to call it a wrap on the conversation today. We have had a wonderful conversation, and I want to thank Comrade Alhaji Razak Kolade Olokoba, popularly called RKO, for obliging us this time. Comrade Olokoba, we are very grateful.
It's a pleasure being with you.
Thank you
very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how far we want to go today. Till we come your way again next time, please continue to watch the conversation from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. Have a great day. Bye-bye.